All right, good morning, everyone. We are live. So here we are, Chart Sync. Today is March 25th, 2025, and we are going to revisit Cardano as all the markets are pretty much green right now, as I'm sure most of you have noticed. Bitcoin sitting at $88,119, and ADA, as you could see, broke past this area we were looking at right here. So a couple days ago when we did the technical analysis on Cardano, we drew out monthly, weekly, and daily support and resistance levels. We marked out some high volume nodes in the volume profile, and we did some fib extensions, and we found these 4 areas of confluence. This is very heavy support right here. At some point in the future, we may touch down on this again before the bull market continues. But that's not what we're here to talk about. So let me zoom in a little bit. So this was one confluence area right here that we drew out, and Cardano is breaking through that. As you can see, Cardano is sitting at 0.763, so 76 cents. As the day continues, this may prove to be a wick, and it may get rejected and come back down into this area and range down here. As you could see up here, actually, we're on the daily time frame. And if we go over to here, so ever since we came down right here, all the markets came down. It wasn't just Cardano, but ever since we came down right here, since March 10th, so for the past 15 days, we've basically been ranging from about 67 cents and finding a lot of resistance at 74 cents. And, you know, we've wicked up to this area right here. If we actually get a close above 76 cents, maybe 77 cents, that'd be good. That would mean we're probably going to move upwards closer to 81 cents up here before we find any resistance. But for now, the price has broken through this area right here. And again, this could just, when the day closes out later on this afternoon or this evening, depending on where you are, this could just end up looking like a wick and come back down. I would be, I don't know. I'm 50-50 on whether or not it's going to go up or go down. So why don't we dig into this a little bit further and see what we can find. So the BBWP, which is the Bollinger Bandwidth Percentile. Let me bring this up to the top here. This is on the daily. It's down here at, let's see, about the 10% level. It's been sitting down here for a while, but it looks like, it might be hard to tell, but if you could see right here, there's blue lines crossing over this white line. So I think this could signal that it's going to be moving back upwards, in which case we would expect the price to continue upwards as well. We may or may not find a little bit of resistance at this 50% line right here. That remains to be seen. But as it's looking right now on the daily chart, it looks like this line's crossing over. So that makes me, that to me, that says, hey, price is more likely to go up from here than it is to go down, but nothing is for certain. So let's continue. So let me minimize this, put this on the bottom, and let's try, you know what, let's do a fib, because I want to see these resistance level. The Fibonacci retracement tool is one of my favorite tools. You could make a lot of good trades based on fib levels. So we're going to draw our fib down from right about here, this wick, down to, should we do this wick? Should we do this wick? Let's just do the classic style. So we're going to go down to the bottom of that wick and see where we're at here. So the golden pocket is actually way up here. So this big move downward, we're coming up right here to the 382. So, and then we have this confluence area that we drew out a couple days ago at 80 cents. So between 70 and let's say 81 cents, there's a lot of resistance here. We got the fib 0.5 and then areas of support and resistance right here in this confluence box, and there's probably some high volume nodes in there too. See if I still have what I was. Nope, I deleted everything and I just left. I wanted to show you guys how to keep a clean chart, so I deleted a lot of the levels I marked that gave me these confluence boxes. You see these 4 boxes. So price is moving up right here. I think, you know, there's a good chance that if price continues going upward throughout the day, we hit this 0.5. Let me, you know, we could go up right here throughout the day, hit this level. That is not a helpful line, sir. Okay, zoom in further. So what's possible is throughout the day, we come up, we hit the 0.5 and then reject back down. And then if this area of resistance flips support, that would be bullish. You know, maybe even start a new range going right here, right here, right here is a possibility. We also could, again, I drew out this confluence box, so I know there's multiple indicators pointing that this is going to be an area for price reaction. So if we do get past this 382 level, sorry, I called that the 0.5. That wasn't, it's the 382. They're both green. I do that, sorry. So come up here, hit this area of confluence, and then if we get up here today, unless there's some huge bullish driving factor that pushes us through this, which would be awesome for Cardano, I say we come back down. We come back down to at least this level right here, at least this area of confluence. And then if we break past this, then this area of resistance did not flip to support, and we come back here, back down to this, probably this range right here, and we range between 69 cents giggity and about 74 cents at the most. I'd say probably maybe, yeah, no, up here, 74 cents. So let's zoom back in here. So right now we're sitting at about here. Let's get a little more granular. Let's go on a lower time scale. We could just cut this in half, go to the 12 hour, see what we're looking at here. So boom, boom, boom. BBWP was printing some blue lines here, which means a move upward, and this is that move upward. Let's bring out, you know what, let's go back to the daily and let's bring out Market Cipher B. Market Cipher B is a paid indicator. It is very useful. There's some free, not free versions of it, but there's free copycat versions out there that could give you, basically what you want is you want money flow, VWAP, momentum, which is these blue waves that we look at a lot. And then up here we have stochastic and regular RSI. So it's basically like, what is that, like 5 or 6 indicators in one. Really helpful because you could have like all these indicators in one spot. I use momentum and money flow a lot. The VWAP is really good too. And then of course the RSI is a great trading tool as well. So let's zoom in a little bit. The lines. I'm cursed with this brush tool drawing lines when I'm trying to move the chart around. So I want to make these thinner, but still zoom in. So there we go. So the daily, we're looking at Market Cipher B. Let's see. So, I mean, we have a very slight divergence here. Let me just draw that out for you real quick. So we're going like this, kind of, you know what I mean? It's not a powerful divergence because the momentum is coming down just a little bit here. If you could see that. Not a big fan of that. I like to see something a little bit stronger, but that doesn't mean it's invalid. I think it's probably more of a psychological thing. And plus, if we draw it right here, then it's actually from here to here, it actually lines up perfectly. And since money flow is down here, I would leave that a little more bearish. Coming up right there. So let's go down to let's do 4 hour. Let's go all the way down to the 4 hour and see what's going on there. So that's interesting. This divergence played out right here. We had a higher low on the momentum wave. We had the Bollinger. We had all these blueprints down here on the BBWP, and price was going down, momentum was going up, and we got a big breakout to the upside. That's what happened. So let's go down to the 1 hour and see what's going on here on smaller time frames. So let's see here. So yeah, so it looks like something else that played out is price was going up right here. And this already happened already, so this isn't like, so price was going up right here. And then The RSI, on the other hand, was coming slightly downward right here, right? And then let's see, was the momentum, yeah, and not a huge downward move, but still technically a lower high right there, right? So, and then we also had the money flow was coming down. So as price was coming up, we had money flow going down. We had we had the higher lows, the lower lows, and then we had the lower highs as price was moving upward. And that's what caused, or not caused, but afterwards we saw this move downward right here, right? Let me remove all these. So then we got this move upward right here. So, and again, this is the 1 hour. So the indicators, unless you're doing some scalp trading, like in the next couple hours, I wouldn't put too much stock or too much value on the indicators here. And again, unless you're scalp trading. I don't typically do scalp trades. If I want to sit there and stare at the charts for hours and hours, or not hours and hours, but just be like glued to the charts just for even just a couple hours can be kind of messes with your brain a little bit. Trading psychology is very important, and if you think that you are immune to the woes and the pitfalls of your own trading psychology, you are mistaken, my friend. I would just make it easy. I would advise anybody, make it easy on yourself. Just, but if you're into that, if you want to do scalp trading and, you look at these smaller time frames, you can figure something out. Let's go down to the 24-minute, see what we got going on there. So, if we print a red dot right here, we put in a lower high right here as the price is making a higher high, and, pair that with, maybe if the RSI comes down a little bit, this isn't a very powerful indicator that it's going to come back down right here, but I would imagine, again, if you're scalping, maybe a short position right here, take some profit right here, however you guys want to do it. Let's go back to the daily. Let's just zoom out a little bit here. So, I'm cursed with the brush tool. So, let's see here. So, this is the range we've been in for the past, since about 2 weeks. Over here in this range, it looks like we might be breaking above it, even or not. We could just come right back down, and this would just be kind of like an expansion of this range right here, which means, losing the range probably in one direction or the other. But this is interesting to see. I would like to see where this candle closes today. If it closes up here, then we're going to have to watch it again and probably do another live stream tomorrow. But again, I think I think the main takeaways I would want to give you guys for Cardano for today, and maybe even into tomorrow again, is that I think if we continue upward, this is one of three things I think is going to happen. I think at some point we get a rejection. I don't think we're going to keep moving on and upward. I don't think we're going to get up to, the 80-cent area. We have two major resistance levels. One, I wouldn't call it the hugest major resistance, but definitely noteworthy right here is this 382, this fib retracement that we caught. This is a resistance fib that we drew down from the wick of that move downward to this wick right here. The 382 is a significant level, but I mean, look at all this that we have on the way up to 82 cents. We have this big confluence box right here. We might still be struggling with this confluence box. This is a 236 fib, but there's also monthly, weekly, daily support and resistance levels right in this box right here. So this could end up just being a daily wick, and we come back down. And then, even if we keep moving upward, we got to fight through that 382 level. And if we still have steam after that, which is possible, it's crypto, we got this big confluence box right here. And so, since we're not really out of the woods, we're still kind of in this range that we've been in for the past 2 weeks. We're pushing up through here. That's taken some steam out, and then there's even more steam probably might be taken out at the 382, and then we come up to another confluence box. So to me, I would say probability wise, I think the highest it goes today is probably right here, about 80, maybe 81 cents, and then rejects. But I'm still not convinced that we are going to close above this box, because this is an area of confluence right here, and we have been in this range for the past 2 weeks. I don't see there's no real news driving anything. The only event coming up is Trump's April 2nd tariff announcement thing. People seem to be pretty bullish on that. It could be a buy the rumor, sell the news event, meaning that, pretty soon here we could see price, the markets react, and, they are anticipating good news, so they're going to start buying now. So we'll see what happens. It could just be another nothing burger, but I actually don't think it's going to be a nothing burger. When I say nothing burger, I'm talking, relatively speaking, I'm referencing the White House Crypto Summit, which was just 17 minutes of people saying, "Hey, thank you. This is great. Thank you." It was literally the definition of a nothing burger, as you can see by the price. Everybody's like, "Yay, Crypto Summit." And then when it ended, they were like, "Oh, Crypto Summit, whatever." And then we were like, "Really? Really? Really? Yeah, guess not." And it came right back down. So anyways, April 2nd, not going to be a nothing burger in my opinion. I do expect some volatility. I don't know which direction it's going to go in. When we see events like this, a lot of people like to trade them. Oh, these lines. I'm cursed with the lines. I need to change the channel name to Chart Sync versus Brush Tool or something like that. So I don't know what's going to happen. So April 2nd is over here. Mark that with a vertical line. This is going to be the April 2nd, the announcement and all that. We could see some volatility before then. So the chances of it actually coming up to here, maybe even going up to the 0.5 or even the golden pocket, totally on the table. But the biggest areas, we got to hit that golden pocket, we got 3 significant areas of resistance. And I think this confluence area right here is probably the strongest. I think if we get a rejection from any of these levels before hitting the golden pocket, I would say this would be the strongest one. We get the strongest reaction from this confluence box right here. So we'll see what happens. That's my thought. I don't think we're going to be moving too far downwards. So like if we're going to do like a bearish scenario here, I say we come down to about this level right here, 70 cents. That would be my first area where I would expect to see a bounce. And then maybe down here at 67 cents. I think more likely it'll bounce off here, or at least close above here. It might wick down a little bit beneath it as we did right here. And if it does, we'll probably get a bounce from there. Worst case scenario, I mean, aside from it going way down to 0, we have very, very strong support here at 63 cents. This price level, 63 cents. I trade Cardano, and just 63 cents is a level that has just been, a mental note that I've had in my mind for, like almost 6 months now. Well, no, about 4 or 5 months. It's just, we've only hit it, twice. But this was an area of resistance on the way up in the November move upwards where everything was going up. We hit a lot of resistance at 63 cents because if you go way back in Cardano's history, 63 cents is a significant level. And it has flipped into support. So again, possible we come down as low as 62. Wicking all the way down here again, I don't know. It's possible. Cardano is a little more wild on the downside sometimes, so this wouldn't freak me out too well. No, this would probably freak me out a little bit. 50 cents, pretty low, but 63 cents I would be concerned. But I also feel like I said, 62, 63 cents, a lot of support right there. That is a strong support level in my opinion. So. And we can go over all the details why in another video, but I just wanted to sync up with you guys on the Cardano price chart as it is doing pretty well here. And I just wanted to show you guys the levels that I'm looking at and what the levels I would be looking to trade. So I would, maybe look for a short right here. I would feel much more stronger about a short in this box right here. So, around 80 cents, let's see, where's the bottom of this box that I drew? 79 cents. Yeah, I mean, 79 cents, sure. Where's the 382 is at 78 cents. This is like all in the same area. I mean, even 78, 78 and a half cents is a good short. This is almost the same area. Like I wouldn't, getting a little semantic here, but this is the confluence box that I drew, and I try to just stick to my plan and my strategy. So I think 78 cents wouldn't be a bad short trade. For me, again, not financial advice. I will repeat that over and over. Do not take advice from me. Please make your own decisions. I just like to give you guys a strategy and kind of like, spread the information and the knowledge and the things that I've picked up over the few years that have worked for me. So there you go. I would look for that. And then if we do come down, and you do take a short right here, I would look to take profits, take a little bit right here at 72 cents on the way down. And then I would definitely take a significant amount of profit at, 67, 68 cents. And then if obviously put your stop loss just above your entry point. So it's a guaranteed win no matter what happens. It's so cool making money in your sleep. It's a great feeling. And yeah, if it, leave a little bit in after, I would take at least, if it comes down to here, 70 cents after you take this short, you should, in my opinion, I would be at least 75% out of that position. I would take about 75% of my profit at that point. And then I would ride the rest. If it came down to here, I would take a little bit more. And then if it breaks past here and comes down to 63 cents, maybe take a little bit more. And if it really starts coming down here, I would just leave whatever you have in that short position. Move your stop loss to about here, because this, or yeah, probably about here, because then this support would flip into resistance. But that's a worst case scenario as far as like a bearish outlook with the shorts. I think that's about it for Cardano. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you found this useful. I appreciate everything. If you find this useful, please support the channel. Just like, comment, subscribe. It does a lot for me and a lot for the channel. And again, if beware of all the comments I get. Like I am a nobody channel right now, and I get scam comments. So two things to look out for. If somebody puts their seed phrase and says, hey, can you help me transfer money? That is 100% a scam. Somebody is going to try to scam you. They're going to get into messages with you. They're going to start talking with you. They are going to 100% scam you. Do not engage with them. And then the one that I really don't like, there's another scam comment type where somebody will go, hey, this is great TA, do this, and they'll have this whole paragraph, and then somewhere at the bottom of the paragraph, I think the last one I saw, they were like, that's why I follow Marcus Anthony's TA. It is very valuable, and I have made so much money. And then they have a bunch of fake comments from other fake accounts going, oh, I've heard this name a lot. Whoa, who is this person? Where can I find him? Oh, he's only on Telegram. Listen, those are all bot accounts. Those are all scam accounts trying to make it look like a lot of people are creating buzz around a certain person that is on Telegram, which is rife with scams. I don't recommend going on Telegram unless you're really experienced and know what you're doing, because the scams are just, they're crazy over there. Most accounts on Telegram are bots and scams from what I can tell. So try to ignore all the comments in there. You know what I mean? If anybody's trying to steer you in a direction that going to this person, going to Telegram, or trying to get you to help them and giving you seed phrases, it is all a trap. Please ignore it. But if you have any questions or you want to tell me anything, I'd be more than happy to engage. I don't engage with comments and things that I feel are scams. So for what it's worth. But anyways, I think that's it. Chart Sync out.